Joining us now is our fifth school. It's the Greyhounds of UIndy. The Greyhounds are back this season, looking to regain its conference crown after finishing fourth last year at 5-3, 6-5 overall, following 4 straight league titles. In the GLVC Preseason Poll just released, the coaches have picked UIndy to finish fourth. Entering his 8th year as head coach is Bob Bartolomeo, who also joining us today is redshirt senior running back Andrew Walker and redshirt senior defensive back Aeneas White. Coach Andrew, Aeneas, thank you for joining us today. Coach, give us a few comments on the Greyhounds this year.
Well, we are a group that has 17 seniors, and it's a group that has worked hard from the last fall's campaign through the winter, through the spring, and into the summer. And so we're excited. We're ready to get the camp and put it all together. Offensively, we should be very solid in terms of our run game, led by Andrew here. And again, we got some guys up front, 2 guys up front, Jordan Badan and Reuben Holcomb, who've played a lot of football for us. That'll be senior guys up front. And the quarterback battle will commence again it came out of the spring with Jake Perica, who unfortunately was banged up last year, but he was pushed pretty hard by Bryce Stancomb, who did a good job for us coming in last year. Wideout position should be in good hands with two guys that played a lot of football for us, Malik Higgins and Garrett Willis. Defensively, up front, we got some senior guys that are ready to get back after it. Again, Dylan Dallas, this guy played a lot of football for us, and also up front, Lucas Rice. It should be a force in this league. Linebacker-wise, we'll have 2 new starters, and but they're battling it out. Guys that have played a lot of football for us. One was Cole Sigmund, who from the St. Louis area here, played a lot of football for us, and then the other spot will be up for battle there. In the back end, Aeneas, on the end there is our leader back there, and we got 3 or 4 other guys that played a lot of football for us. Kicking game, Brad Shinkle is one of the better kickers in the league, and also a great punter for us. So that's the rundown on the Greyhounds for 17.
Thank you, Coach. 8 of your 14 returning starters are on the offensive side of the ball, and you welcome back a pair of first-team and second-team all-GLVC combos, including your first-team running back sitting next to you. You also played 5 games without your starting quarterback last year, but he's back for you here in 2017. Give us an outlook on the offense for you this year.
Well, as I said, Jake is back at it. At the quarterback spot, and again, Mr. Stancomb's done a great job, and should provide some competition for him in this camp coming up. And with Andrew at the tailback spot, we got a kid named Twan Payton, who is also a capable guy back there, and Tyree Lee is also. So we got some depth. But Andrew's going to be the guy that will be carrying the mail for us for the most part. Now, Twan's another senior kid that can do a lot of different things in terms of getting in the slot, getting in the ball out on the perimeter, as well as from the backfield set. Up front, like I said, Badan and Holcomb will be our anchors up front, 2 senior guys that are all conference guys that have done a very good job for us.
Andrew, you're a 2-time first all-GLVC selection. You're 1,141 yards away from breaking the school record for yardage and 5 rushing touchdowns away from breaking the school mark. UIndy has a decorated running game, and you're poised to leave your mark. Talk about your final season, knowing that there are some milestones that are out there that you might reach this year.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I really wasn't thinking about that too much. I would like to really just focus on what the goal is at hand. We're looking to take it game by game, and obviously a lot of my efforts and a lot of my everything that I've had and all my success, it comes from my offensive linemen, so I have to thank them.
Coach, you're 3rd in the league last year in total defense. You seem to control the passing game thanks in part to the young man sitting next to you. and certainly you look to tighten up against the run. What are some of the keys for your defense this year?
I think, as you said, we got to do a better job of stopping the run and getting after the quarterback. So we expect some bigger and better things out of the up front guys. They've got another year of experience. A lot of them are back, and we've got some guys that I think we can rotate in there to help us handle the run and yet at the same time be able to put some pressure on the quarterback.
Aeneas, you were pretty active last year in the secondary with 64 tackles, 3 for a loss, including a sack, 7 breakups, and an interception. Earned you second all GLVC honors. How do you carry the momentum over from your junior season now into your senior season?
So last year I really didn't think that I played to my fullest potential, and part of that was me not going 100% all the time in practice, and that's something that I've changed this past winter, starting then and carrying it over into the summer, and then I'll carry that over into the fall, into the season. But as far as helping this defense better itself in the run game and even bettering itself in the passing game, it's just a matter of being more prepared mentally, studying more film, communicating better with the guys in front of me and the guys around me as far as the defensive backfield, communicating with the coaches and making sideline adjustments and halftime adjustments, things like that. So it's just a matter of basically communication and execution at this point for me.
Coach, share your thoughts on special teams this year. Brad will be back handling your kicking game for you. Twan helped the Hounds to the 4th best mark in kickoff return average last year. Give us a little insight on your special teams.
Yeah, we really we have Jacob LaFreeze, the kicker that handles the kickoffs, and he puts about everyone in the out of the end zone. So we're pretty set there. And then Brad is our field goal and kicker, extra point, along with being a punter. Jacob Schmatz is going to be our short snapper, so he'll take over for a guy that we've really had for 4 years in Alex Bobus. But, we should be good in the return game. Again, Robert Williams has done a great job with the punt return game, but Twan is a factor and should be on kickoff returns. He is a guy that can take it to the house at any time, and he has a lot of speed, a lot of quickness, and he is a tough player.
Coach, looking at your schedule, 3 GLIAC opponents in the first 4 games this year, hosting Grand Valley State in the opener. You get 3 GLVC top teams in Southwest Baptist, Truman State, McHenry, all before mid-October.
Love it. 50 and 18. That's what our first 6 opponents are. And we're looking forward to the challenge. I know personally, I had a hand in that schedule, and you got to play the best to be the best. And we welcome that schedule. We welcome playing those types of opponents. I think it makes you a better football team if you play tough people early, and we definitely have tough people early. So 50 and 18 are the top 6, and we got that posted a couple spots all over the locker room. But that's the record of the first 6 opponents. So as you say, it's definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I think these guys have looked forward to it and have got that in the back of their minds.
I know you'll have the Hounds ready. Coach Andrew and Aeneas, thank you for joining us on GLVCSN. Fans, only 3 more teams to go. We're back with more of the 2017 GLVC kickoff, powered by Sling Studios on the GLVC Sports Network, where champions are crowned.